If you work in healthcare and you're not AI literate, you're about to get outpaced by people who are. I'm Dr. Dave. I'm an ICU doctor building real-world AI solutions. My goal is to make you AI literate in 30 days. No jargon, just first principles. Today's day 2, and we're building the most important organ of modern technology. The transistor. Physiologically thinking, think about the acetylcholine at the neuromuscular junction. A motor neuron releases acetylcholine. It binds to downstream receptors, channels open, sodium rushes in, and the end plate depolarized. And only if you hit a threshold do you trigger an action potential that propagates down the muscle membrane and then leads to a contraction in your biceps or any other muscle. Small signal, huge downstream effect. And the key idea is gating. The receptor only opens when the right signal binds, and the whole system only fires when the stimulus is strong enough. A transistor is a silicon version of that. It's a gate that decides whether downstream current is allowed to flow. It also has a threshold below which nothing meaningful ever happens, and above it the system turns on. And the most common transistor in modern chips is called a MOSFET. It has 3 main parts: a source, a drain, and a gate. Source and a drain are the ends of a path where the electrons want to go to. The gate is the control knob. But here's the wild part: the gate doesn't actually have to physically connect to the pathway. When you apply a voltage to a gate, it creates an electric field that reshapes the charge inside the silicon underneath it. At a low gate voltage, there's no conductive path, so the current is blocked. But once a gate voltage reaches a certain threshold, the channel turns on and the electrons can flow. In physiology terms, think of this like the receptor gate is now open and you've generated enough depolarization to trigger the downstream signal. Now zoom out for a second. One transistor is just one switch, but when you combine transistors, you build logic gates: and, or, not. These are basic decision units of computing. Those gates combine into adders and multipliers. And once you can multiply and add at an insane scale, you can run math that powers neural networks, the matrix operations underneath every AI prediction you've ever seen. So the next time when AI flags sepsis risk or reads an X-ray, underneath the headline, remember something very simple is happening. Billions of tiny threshold gates are turning math into a probability. Follow and save this. Tomorrow we talk about binary versus biology and why on and off thinking is exactly where AI gets both its power and its weird failures in medicine.